stakes couldn't be higher for Mr. Nitish Kumar in this election. He has to win not only to retain power, but also to prove a point to Narendra Modi. This is an India Today special. I am Javed Ansari with my colleague Zahir Bagh. Today we'll be travelling with the Chief Minister across Bihar. We'll show you nuggets in the next 30 minutes of his campaign, of his style, and of the team that makes and puts together his campaign.
हमने जो काम किया इससे बिहार की इज्जत बढ़ी है। मैं वचन देता हूं, आगे भी मौका दीजिएगा, बिहार के मान और शान के परचम को देश भर में और ऊंचा लहराएं। सिद्धांत के आधार पर उससे अलग हुए हैं, ये सीधे दम है। और आगे आप काम करने का मौका देंगे तो हम अपने उस निश्चय को लागू करेंगे।
It's 10 a.m. and Nitish Kumar has already been up for more than 4 hours. Unlike other VIPs that we are used to seeing, this Chief Minister arrives at the Patna airport without much fanfare. This pilot has flown him on many a journey before, and he does not cringe in welcoming us on board as well. The Nitish Kumar on this flight is a far cry from the novice MP I had first met in the winter of 1989. In the intervening 26 odd years, his career has oscillated from being a nobody to being the elected head of Bihar. As a person, he hasn't changed much. Polite, humble and warm. Conversations come easy to him. As the chopper lifts off the ground, the Chief Minister picks up a bundle of news cuttings that his team has put together for him. Here is someone who is a stickler for method. He cannot afford to leave anything to chance. As the chopper flies him to Naveen Nagar in Aurangabad district, Nitish Kumar utilizes this time to scan through the news reports, from national English dailies to the local Hindi media as well as the Urdu ones. The veteran politician in him has to know what his voters are reading this morning, things that he might want to speak about at his next rally.
जब पोशाक योजना और साइकिल योजना की शुरुआत हुई तो लड़कियों की संख्या स्कूलों में बढ़ने लगी और आज मुझे बेहद खुशी होती है जब हमने साइकिल योजना की शुरुआत की थी तो लड़कियों की संख्या 9वीं क्लास में थी 1,70,000 और इस साल लड़कियों की संख्या 9वीं क्लास में 8,15,000 हो गई। ये देखकर मुझे बड़ी प्रसन्नता हुई। लड़कों की संख्या है 8,28,000 और लड़कियों की संख्या 8,15,000, यानी लड़का लड़की लगभग अब बराबर।
In the heat and humidity of Bihar, it is another long day on the campaign trail for Nitish Kumar. And it's a grueling schedule that he's been following day in and day out. For weeks on end now, Nitish Kumar follows a punishing schedule. 6 meetings a day since the 26th of September. And by the time campaigning ends on 3rd November, he will have covered each of the 243 assembly constituencies. Nitish has charted out his rallies according to the phased poll schedule. By the time voting took place in the 58 seats of the first phase of Bihar elections, he had addressed at least one rally in each of those constituencies. The day we spent with him, his schedule included addressing meetings in 6 constituencies in Gaya and Aurangabad, constituencies that would vote in the second round of elections. This Chief Minister of Bihar does not live at the official residence allotted to the Chief Minister. He lives by himself at 7 Circular Road, Patna, in the house that he moved to after he quit as Chief Minister following the 2014 Lok Sabha polls. When he again became Chief Minister earlier this year, Nitish chose not to go back to the official residence of the Chief Minister at One Andaman. The first person to meet him usually is Prashant Kishore, the mastermind of the JDU's election campaign across Bihar. It is interesting to note that Prashant was an important part of Narendra Modi's backroom team in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. Today, he is busy fighting the overarching aura of Modi that he helped create. Next is Sanjay Gandhi, the man responsible for Nitish's campaign programs for the day. Nitish then calls Vashist Narayan Singh, his state party chief, to check on how the candidates of the Mahagathbandhan alliance that he has set up to counter the threat of Modi are doing. The result of his discussions reflect in his rallies. We are here in the war room in Patna, and this is the state level one. I'm given to understand that every district has a district level war room. To talk about all that, I have Pratik. He's an old hand. He's experienced. They were incidentally a part of the backroom staff that managed Mr. Narendra Modi's elections in 2014, and now, ironically, they are on the other side. Till the other day, working very closely with Mr. Modi's campaign. And so does that help in countering, and does it help in anticipating their moves?
Yes, it does help, but every election campaign is different in its own way. Here we are working in Bihar. There we are working with the whole country in mind.
What research, what specifically do you look?
So what we do is we provide content to different teams as per their need. What we do is content in terms of data, content in terms of messaging.
So what's the central, what is the theme, the overriding message behind?
Initially, we were focusing on why Nitish Kumar, and now we are focusing on the 7 Nishchay, which are taken by Nitish.
Several development programs.
Yes. So, all our holdings, if you could notice, is they are covering all the 7 Nishchay by Nitish Kumar, and which are spread across Patna and even in the upcountry.
One of the things that the BJP is banking heavily on is Mr. Modi's charisma. Bihar voted overwhelmingly for him in the Lok Sabha elections. So how do you counter, how do you tailor your campaign, your message to counter that? Do you have some specific game plan in mind?
The first thing we have is captain versus no captain. So we have a captain, they don't. They try to project Mr. Modi as the captain, but we constantly try to push this message that Mr. Modi is not going to come and rule in Bihar. So that is one part we are trying to propagate. Apart from that, Mr. Modi, people did vote for Mr. Modi, but we are also using that Jumla Babu word. So we've coined this term Jumla Babu for him. We're using it on radio advertisements. We're using it on Twitter. That the things which are being said, which the promises which are being made in 2014 have not yet been fulfilled.
This is for the first time, I think, a system has been put in place in Bihar election, especially with JDU, because it's not a cadre-based party, JDU or the RJD. So how have the politicians reacted to this, to try and introduce a method into this?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the thing that they're enjoying this time, because in the absence of a cadre, our team has plugged in that little gap that they always saw with respect.
Has there been some resistance from them?
Not really, no. I think everybody's really looking for it. The candidates are super supportive, and I mean, they have been bolstering our campaign in every which way that we require them to, whether resources, in terms of human capital.
There are 2 distinct aspects of Mr. Nitish Kumar's campaign this time. One is the high voltage, highly visible constituency-wise campaign that he and Lalu Prasad Yadav have embarked on. And the other is the behind the scenes, the backup that is being provided by the Indian Political Action Committee. They are the ones who are planning, strategizing, managing the nuts and bolts of this campaign. In a high decibel campaign that has been marked by name calling, and one in which everything from caste to eating preferences have been par for the course, Nitish Kumar chooses to remain above the fray. Not a word out of place. He has said or done nothing that jars the sensibilities. Nitish Kumar is always measured and controlled, even when he's critical of his opponents.
आगे मौका मिलेगा हम काम करेंगे, समाज को एकजुट करके आगे बढ़ाएंगे। इसलिए भरोसा कीजिए, आजमाया हुआ को छोड़ करके अनिश्चित की ओर जाइएगा तो धोखा भी हो सकता है।
His speeches follow a pattern. He begins by first listing his achievements, hard selling his flagship programs, and concludes with what he promises to do in the future if re-elected. He is unsparing, of course, of his rivals, but has chosen sarcasm and wit rather than the sledgehammer approach of either Lalu Yadav or Narendra Modi.
हम लड़की को लड़का को साइकिल देते हैं, 16.5 लाख को मिल रहा है, ये कह रहा 5,000 लड़की को स्कूटी देंगे, तब पूछे पेट्रोल कहाँ से आएगा, तो कहा पेट्रोल देंगे। तो ये बच्ची सब जो बालिग नहीं होती वो स्कूटी चलाएगी, ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस कैसे मिलेगा?
The crowd laps it up.
आई सबको स्कूटी देकर थाना पहुंचा देगा।
Both Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar appear to be cut from the same cloth. Both are development driven, no personal life, extremely hardworking, sticklers for punctuality and cleanliness. But here is where the similarities end. Undeniably, this election has acquired a personal edge between them. And Nitish Kumar makes it a point to take a dig at the Prime Minister rally after rally.
कौन बनेगा नेता उनका? हिम्मत रही है, कहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़े, प्रधानमंत्री जी आके मुख्यमंत्री का काम भी संभालेंगे। इनका तो हाल ये हो गया है, इतना मीटिंग करा रहा, अरे आप 40 कराओ 140 कराओ, इससे हम लोगों को क्या मतलब? लेकिन अब एक बात तो पता चल गया कि बीजेपी में दम है नहीं। ये हर चुनाव प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में लड़ते हैं, विधानसभा का चुनाव भी लड़ रहे हैं, पता चला कि आगे पंचायत का चुनाव होगा, वो भी प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में लड़ेंगे। ये तो उनका हालत है।
And in the course of his speeches, he often turns conversational, asking the crowd for answers.
बिहार को बिहारी चलाएगा या बाहरी? बिहारी या बाहरी? तो जब बिहारी चलाएगा तो आपके सामने तो बिहारी खड़ा ही है।
Nitish enjoys a remarkably clean image in Bihar. There is no discernible anti-incumbency factor against him, and it's difficult to find a set of people who have anything bad to say about the Chief Minister. Even those who criticize him for ditching the BJP and tying up with Lalu have nothing personal against him, and they cannot and have not been able to level a personal charge against the Chief Minister. After the break, we will take you to the hinterlands of Bihar, where politics is driven by economic need, and the man leading it is cheered all the way by his people. Mr. Nitish Kumar has been on the campaign trail since the 26th of last month, and he will continue till the 5th of November non-stop. Every day he addresses 5 to 6 rallies. And in the course of this campaign, spirit's flag, the body tends to wear. But there's nothing better than a crowd to rev up the spirits of tired netas. And this is precisely what has happened with Mr. Nitish Kumar. The moment he landed here, he saw the sizable crowd and he cheered. There was a spring in his step and he seemed to have found his voice once again. Nitish's election rallies are more like a sales pitch. The Chief Minister has been hard selling his achievements and the development work that his government has undertaken. At election rally after election rally, he talks extensively of his track record and of his work. His flagship program of providing cycles and uniform to students and the promise of a 4 lakh rupees credit card are a big draw with the crowds.
कि जो भी बच्चे लड़का हो या लड़की 12वीं के बाद आगे पढ़ना चाहेंगे, उनको 4 लाख रुपए का स्टूडेंट क्रेडिट कार्ड उपलब्ध कराएंगे ताकि वो आगे की पढ़ाई करें।
नीतीश कुमार जी अपनी सरकार की उपलब्धियां जब गिनाते हैं तो कहते हैं उन्होंने विद्यार्थियों को साइकिल दी स्कूल और कॉलेज जाने के लिए। उसका कुछ फायदा हुआ? आपको मिली साइकिल?
बहुत फायदा हुआ सर।
अच्छा, आपको साइकिल मिला था?
यस सर।
तो आपका स्कूल, आपका गांव स्कूल से कितनी दूर है?
3 किलोमीटर सर।
तो पहले कैसे जाते थे आप? पैदल?
पहले जाते थे, अब साइकिल हो गया तो मिल गया तो जब से तो मैं तो साइकिल से जाता हूँ।
साइकिल से? पैदल आते हो साइकिल से?
साइकिल से।
साइकिल कहाँ से अपने से खरीदे हो?
हाँ। नहीं, मुख्यमंत्री दिए हैं। स्कूल से राशि मिला है 25,000।
While Lalu Yadav doesn't hesitate in calling the BJP communal and is more than willing to trade a charge for a charge, Nitish prefers the softer touch.
बहुत लोग झगड़ा लगाने में लगे रहते हैं, कभी इधर हड्डी फेंकेगा, कभी उधर हड्डी फेंकेगा, इधर सुअर को काट के फेंक देगा, उधर मंदिर में घुस के कहीं खरोच लगा देगा, कहीं मूर्ति पर नुकसान पहुंचा देगा, आपस में लड़ मरिए, उनका अपना पाव मारा। इसलिए भगवान को याद कीजिए, प्रेम और सद्भाव का जो वातावरण है इसको हर सूरत हाल में कायम रखिएगा। आज बिहार में सद्भाव का वातावरण है, बिहार आगे बढ़ रहा, प्रेम और सद्भाव का वातावरण रहेगा, बिहार को और ऊंचाइयों पर जाने से दुनिया की कोई ताकत रोक नहीं सकती।
A line of reasoning that even his opponents find difficult to attack. Nitish is conscious that in politics, symbolism also plays a big part.
We are here in Imamganj, the heart of Naxal territory, next to the border with Jharkhand. Imamganj is where the outgoing Speaker of the Vidhan Sabha is pitted against Mr. Jitin Ram Manjhi, and therefore all the more reason for Mr. Nitish Kumar to come here. He's been visibly elated by the response he's seen from the crowd.
The BJP is banking heavily on Jitin Ram Manjhi to wean away the Mahadalits from Nitish's fold. In rally after rally, the Prime Minister and the BJP have been highlighting the fact that Nitish Kumar insulted Mahadalits by removing Manjhi as the state chief minister. These scenes keep repeating themselves, and no speech of the chief minister is complete without a reference to the Prime Minister's pre-poll promise.
हर गरीब को मुफ्त में 15 से 20 लाख रुपया मिल जाएगा। 100 दिन को कौन कहे, 16 महीना से भी ज्यादा बीत गया, एक नया पैसा काला धन न आया और न लोगों के बीच में बटा। जनधन योजना में खाता खुलवा रहे, अरे 15-20 लाख देने में देरी लगता प्रधानमंत्री जी, कम से कम गरीबों का जो जनधन खाता है उसमें 15-20 हजार रुपया डाल के बोहनी भी कर देते तो भी लोग समझता कि चलो आगे से।
The BJP has been hammering away at the Gathbandhan by raising the fear of the return of the Jungle Raj because of Lalu Yadav's presence in the coalition. In Aurangabad and Gaya, Nitish does his best to disabuse the electorate of their fears.
बिहार में जो प्रगति हो रही है, कई मामलों में जो काम बिहार में किया गया, इसकी चर्चा बिहार के बाहर भी होती है।
Nitish and Lalu plan to tour each of the 243 constituencies in Bihar. The two, he says, have deliberately decided to campaign separately so that they can cover a larger area. At each of the election rallies, he begins with taking the names of office bearers of all three parties. Both Lalu and Nitish realize this is a make or break election for them.
जिला अध्यक्ष श्री विश्वनाथ सिंह जी, नगर अध्यक्ष श्री दिवाकर सिंह चंद्रवंशी जी, राजद के जिला महासचिव श्री रामविलास सिंह यादव जी, अभिनंदन करता हूं और आपको इस कार्यक्रम में आने के लिए धन्यवाद देता हूं।
Nitish and Lalu have put aside years of hostility and have come together to fight the BJP. They confer with each other several times a day over the phone and sometimes meet at night at either of their homes.
The BJP has accused him of being an opportunist in ditching them and tying up with both Congress and Lalu. Nitish, on his part, remains unapologetic.
नहीं तो जो बीजेपी की पॉलिटिक्स थी उसको स्वीकार करना तो संभव नहीं था। हम इस बीजेपी से तो हाथ नहीं मिला सकते थे।
People, by and large, appear to be buying into what he has to say. I have travelled with him this time for an entire day, and in each of the rallies, the faces have changed, but their hopes and aspirations of the man have remained the same.
हमने जो काम किया इससे बिहार की इज्जत बनी है।
बहुत काम किए हैं इन्होंने। सबसे बड़ा तो एक भादवा है, उसमें 2 पुल दिए हैं, बड़ी बड़ी पुल दिए बनाए हैं नदिया में।
प्रधानमंत्री जी भी तो कहते हैं कि हम भाजपा आएगी तो हम भी
नहीं सर, वो कुछ नहीं करेंगे सर।
इतना गाँव में गाँव स्कूल बने थे, काका होते तो तरीके से ना होते थे।
नीतीश जी ने रहेंगे मुख्यमंत्री जी तो कैसे जंगल राजा आएगा? नहीं आएगा।
हम अपने राज को मुख्यमंत्री चाहते हैं, नीतीश कुमार।
as yet another day of the campaigning comes to an end, Nitish peers out of the window, hopeful of a third term. 10 years ago, he carried the burden of expectations. Now he carries the weight of his own. He shall be judged, he hopes, not harshly by his people, who have ever so often called him their Vikas Purush. As the sun sets on the horizon, he knows that this is also a battle for prestige. And beyond the horizon, he desperately hopes for a new dawn. For himself and for Bihar.